fans joining us and the millions watching around the world. And the red corner.
Yes, everyone, welcome back to In the Red Corner podcast with me, Ross. I hope everyone is well. Tonight, I'm joined by Morgan Starkey, who's fighting on the Prospect Show. Obviously, Morgan's fought on the BKFC before as well, with a couple of fights. He had a quick win, and then unfortunately, he didn't get the result he wanted in his last fight with a quick loss. But we'll talk about that later on. But some exciting news that's happened today as well. This got announced this evening. Danny Christie versus Jared Warren, the 18th of November in Leeds. It's going to be a hell of a show. BKFC 55. The rest of the lineup looks absolutely amazing as well. This card is not to be missed. The BKFC UK finishing the year off in style, believe me. The card is absolutely stacked. But again, like I say, also want to say as well, tonight at 9:30, the Prospect Show video will be dropping as well that I've done. So I went and spent the day down there at the Prospects, a full day of sparring and the workouts and bag work, pad work. Full sparring rounds will be on as well. So the morning session, the afternoon session, go and give it a watch. It's well worth it. You get to see all the up-and-coming fighters that were there and trying to make waves in the BKFC. But one man who is going to make waves in the BKFC, and he already has, it's Morgan Starkey. Here he is. Yes, Morgan, how are you doing?
All right, mate.
Are you well?
Yeah, I'm all right now. Now I've got heaters on in the car.
So I just phoned you like 10 minutes ago. I was like, are you still good for 8 o'clock? And you're like, I've just been in the reservoir.
Running through fucking woods in dark. I've just been swimming in the reservoir.
Oh, you're getting some cold water therapy in?
Yeah, you fucking need it with all this training, mate.
Yeah, so how's the training going? How's camp going?
Yeah, good, yeah. Yeah, train twice a day, so yeah, I'm going to make sure I'm ready for it.
Yeah,
It's
good stuff.
good.
As I touched on in the intro, I mean, you fought in the BKFC before. You had one victory, one loss. Both fights haven't gone past the first minute. Unfortunately, you didn't get the result you wanted in the last fight. So how did you deal with that? How are you feeling about that fight now?
Yeah, it kind of just let it go, sort of thing. Like, I had a few problems running up to that fight in my training and a few bits and bats going on, in my personal life.
Yeah.
And I kind of thought, I kind of didn't think it was going to affect me that much, but once I got there and like got into it, and I just couldn't get my head in gear, you know what I mean? And he just caught me with them few good shots, and I just couldn't fucking. It hit me in the exact same spot twice, just under eye there.
Yeah.
And both of them connected, and I just couldn't see, I couldn't see after he hit me there, you know what I mean? But obviously, like, my head not being right, it led me to just making that stupid error, shooting in. Like, normally, I wouldn't have normally done that. I normally got had a feel, got a feel for it, and for some reason, I just fucking went straight at him, and I ended up coming off bad from it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I learned a lot from that fight. From what I got out of it. You know what I mean? So sometimes you got to take them losses like that and to learn. You know what I mean? So yeah, I learned a lot from that. I mean, I fought on Friday last week, and I had dominated the kid over 3 rounds, and I stopped him in last round more or less at end. I mean, fight was more or less over, you know what I mean? But I got ref stoppage, and I just obviously just enjoyed it. Just got in there and enjoyed it, and I'll be doing same again next week, next few weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
with your head not kind of been right and things not being right for yourself, was that? Did you kind of stick to plan, or did you go off the plan for that last fight against Patrick?
Yeah, kind of. I tried, like, I couldn't train properly. I had a few bits going on at home, and that it led me to not be able to train properly, which obviously led me to not be able to cut the weight properly, over the duration of the fight camp. So I cut like too much at the end, like I had to force a weight cut at the end, which it's not advisable, you know what I mean? Like, that didn't help either, you know what I mean? Obviously, cutting all that weight at the end.
Yeah.
The camp. So
the weight cuts can be.
Yeah, I struggled with that, but I obviously made the weight. I did it, and I made the weight, but that kind of affected me as well.
Yeah, the weight cuts can be draining, can't they?
Yeah. If you don't get them right, like if you don't take the weight off gradually over your fight camp and get it right, you just fucking, it can affect you physically and mentally. You know what I mean? Like it does do a lot of damage. You know what I mean? So
definitely.
I kind of fucked that up. Like, not fucked it up, but it was a fuck up because I couldn't really help it, you know what I mean? Like, there was not what I really could do about it. So
yeah. So was that another learning?
I turned up, like, if I say I'm going to do something, I'll always turn up and do it, no matter what I've got going on. Like, I mean, a lot of people say I'm fucking, they'd be like, well, shouldn't have turned up, shouldn't have done it, but I just go out on the fucking shield, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like you say, you don't lose, you learn.
Yeah, I tried to turn up and I tried to make it a fight, but, shit happens. And I know we all have stuff going on. I'm not making excuses. The better man turned up and won on the night, you know what I mean? So, I ain't got, you know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is, isn't it? Like, I'm not making excuses. It is what it is. I turned up and I lost, but took it on chin, and I've learned from it. I'm ready to move forward, you know what I mean? And not make the same mistake again.
Yeah, I was going to say, has that spurred you on even more than for this fight?
Yeah, it's just fucking, it's just letting of a fire again, you know what I mean? So you're just going to see a better me again now from that, from that last fight, from that last loss. You're just going to see just better again, you know what I mean? From that first fight you saw me in, you're going to see more of that and better, you know what I mean? Because you're going to see more over the fight, you know what I mean? Like, there'll be no rush in this one, mate. It'll fucking, if it has to go 10 minutes, it'll go 10 minutes, you know what I mean? There's no rush in me to try and end out early or get in there and rush anything. I'll take my time, and, if I get the finish, I get the finish, but if it goes 10 minutes, it goes 10 minutes. I'm not bothered. You know what I mean? Like, I want that time in there. I want to showcase my skills on that stage. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So yeah.
So I mean,
looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, a tough opponent in Terry Needham. There's the fight poster there.
Yeah.
Do you know much about Terry at all?
I don't know. No, I've had a little look at him, but I don't really know him. I've not really studied out on him. I've watched a few of his fights, but he looks alright. He's a good boxer at that, isn't he?
Yeah.
But I mean, anyone who's fucking on this level, they are good fighters, aren't they?
Definitely.
And they are good boxers, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's gonna be a good fight. Like, it's gonna be a good boxing match, you know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. It's only 3.5 weeks away.
Yeah.
So is the weight and everything on point for you now then to kind of...
Yeah, my weight's on track now, yeah. Everything's on track, no injuries, no in my way, no in my personal life going on. Everything's just running like it should be. So everything's there, all my head's in game. Just fucking everything's going like it should do, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How did this come about then? How did you end up fighting on the Prospect show?
just Bakewell. Andrew rung me and just he just said, I might have a fight for you. I just says, yeah, fucking, yeah, what is it? He just said, oh, it's on Prospect Series and it's against, Terry and his opponent, obviously, his original opponent, obviously. He'd picked up an injury in training and stuff, so, I mean, he let me know about it probably about 3 weeks ago, and then it was kind of just on the fence, you know what I mean? And then spoke last week and got it finalised and got it on the line. But yeah, it's obviously just come about because this Terry's original opponent's got an injury, and obviously with me coming off that loss like I've just done, I think it just makes sense to put me in there with him, you know what I mean? And
yeah, Terry was supposed to be fighting a young lad called Nath Armstrong, who was from my way, Carlisle. Yeah, he was at the Prospect Show, young, hungry lad, and unfortunately he perforated his eardrum, so he's had to pull out the fight. But I'm looking forward to seeing him in the future. Definitely, he's definitely one to watch. How much is as a fighter then? Does that mess with your head? With an opponent change? Running up to the fight.
I mean, I was training anyway. I was training. I was in fight camp anyway for that fight that I've just had at weekend. So yeah, I was already there anyway. They're not like it's not like we're not doing no, you know what I mean? So like I just trained that at weekend, that fight at weekend, because I already committed to that and said I'd do it.
Yeah.
Obviously, I went and did that. And I just treated it like a sparring session, you know what I mean? But we had 4 ounce gloves on, so obviously, you don't
heavy sparring then.
Yeah, you're not getting cut up in that, but it's still heavier than boxing gloves because it's in 4 ounce gloves, but it's the closest thing you're going to get to bare knuckle, you know what I mean, without getting cuts all over you and getting smashed to bits, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, like I said, anyone who's in the sport, they're decent fighters anyway, aren't they? So
yeah, 100%.
All you've got to do is make sure you do what you're doing in gym and in your everyday stuff, training wise, and you just turn up on night and just do what you do, innit?
Yeah. And you're looking to try and organise
in this game. All can happen with bare knuckle, like you know what I mean? It's you know what I mean?
1,000,000%. One punch changes the whole fight, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I think it's just whoever turns up on night, switched on, ready to go. They're both good fighters are stepping in there. They've both done the training. They've both done their hard work. It all just boils down to that last bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Who turns up and switches on, you know what I mean? So.
But I believe that like what you were saying there as well, and after everything from the last time, I believe you're going to get it right this time and come in 100% and peak at the right time.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and like I said, I'm more hungry now. And I'm obviously, grateful to Andy for giving me another fight on the show. You know what I mean? Because that could have quite easily gone the other way. That could have quite easily. He could have turned around and gone, right, we ain't fighting on the show again. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it does happen, doesn't it? You know what I mean? So, I'm grateful that, he's given me that next shot. He's given me another shot to come back and redeem myself. And I am going to do that, do you know what I mean? And that's going to just make the fight even better.
Definitely.
Because I'm just hungry to get in there and just prove my worth, you know what I mean? So...
And do you want to prove it to yourself as well?
Yeah, I want to prove it to myself. Yeah, I know I've got it in me and I can do it. You know what I mean? My debut fight in bare knuckle was against James Lilly.
Yeah.
Like 6 years ago. And believe it or not, I fucking sparred once. I took that fight on 6 weeks' notice. And I sparred Rico Franco fucking once and I got twatted by him. For 3 fucking rounds, he twatted me, right? The week before fight, yeah. Bust me up. Fucking all right, best. And then week after, I went in and I went 3 rounds with James Lilly. And I wasn't nowhere near in shape I am now. I was like 76 kilo. So it's like 10 kg over what I normally fight at.
Yeah.
And I went in and went 3 rounds with Lily and had a proper boxing match with him, you know what I mean? So I know I could do it. Even when I'm not fucking prepped to do it, I can turn up and do it. It's just you've got to turn up in your head and do it, you know what I mean? And it's just learning all the time, you know what I mean? Finding stuff and learning yourself and what works. And I think I've finally got it now, you know what I mean? After these few losses what I've had and these, you know what I mean, some bad stuff and that happens to you and that. You finally find your rhythm with it, you know what I mean? So
I think with with bare knuckle being, you know, a new sport kind of thing, there's no real like ingredients to it, is there? Everyone's just doing their own kind of thing to get themselves in the right shape and, you know, to be able to turn up and on point and stuff. There's no real science to it kind of thing.
No, you know what it is? It's most of it's psychological stuff, isn't it? Most of it's in the head, you know, the mind. If the mind's not right, you know, like I said, I turned up there with that James Lilly, and that was probably my worst fucking I've ever turned up for a fight, but because I turned up in my head, because I turned up in my mind and I was there, present, ready to fight, and you know, and I had that in 3 rounds. I thought if I just get through the 3 rounds with him, I'm a fucking winner anyway. Do you know what I mean? Like, I took the fight on 6 weeks' notice, sparred once. I'm a winner anyway if I just get through the fucking fight. Do you know what I mean? And I did all right. You know what I mean? Like, I feel I did all right. I boxed with him and that, and he's a decent boxer. You know what I mean? And I went in there and boxed with him and that, and he didn't. No, he probably would now, but he didn't. You know what I mean? He didn't then look any much better than me, really. You know what I mean? And but he's a great guy, is James. Like, I speak to him all the time on Instagram.
Yeah, he's a lovely lad.
Message backwards and forth and that, and he's a great kid and that. Is James, I like him.
Yeah. Are you still training with the likes of Rico and that then, or?
Yeah, well, Rico's obviously he's had his wedding and he got married and that, and then he fell off a cliff and cracked his head.
I've seen that, yeah.
and now he's been on his honeymoon skydiving. So he's just living his crazy life at the minute, isn't he? So I haven't trained with Rico for a bit, like, because he's just been off, obviously, living his life. And but I've been going up to AVT and training with Danny Mitchell, doing a bit of sparring with Danny Mitchell and a kid called Tommy Hawthorne. I don't know if you've ever heard of Tommy Hawthorne.
No, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, he does MMA. He's a good boxer, good wrestler, really good wrestler. I've been sparring with him and a few other lads up there that are good strikers. So yeah.
So were you fighting on the same shows Danny Mitchell fought on last week then?
Yeah, we're on. Yeah, we're on the same card. Yeah.
Yeah, Robbie Kennedy up there as well. How's Robbie doing?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see much Robbie, to be fair. I think he was there floating about, but I didn't see much of him.
Yeah,
I see him up at AVT. His hands fucking coming together now. Like, I think he's back hitting stuff.
Yeah.
He's back hitting bag and stuff like that, just steady away with it, you know what I mean?
Good. I've not spoken to him for a while. Last time I spoken to him, I think he was, I don't know if he was going for an operation. I can't remember what he said now, but he was getting pins in or pins out, or something was going on with his hand. He was saying it was an absolute mess anyways, but I'm pleased he's back hitting the bags.
Yeah.
So you're looking to take down a coach load as well, is that right?
Yeah, we're trying to get a load coming from gym. Just trying to round all lads up from town, like, and trying to get a bus sorted out.
Good stuff. So anyone that's wanting tickets, Morgan's Instagram links in the description box, so you can find him on there. Go to Instagram, hit him up for some tickets as well.
Yeah.
Nice one. Is there any gyms, sponsors, teammates you want to give a shout out to?
There's obviously ABT, which I've already mentioned. They obviously let me spar up there on a Tuesday, which, you know, I'm grateful for to Danny Mitchell lets me go up there and spar with them. And then obviously my coach, Danny Turton, who coaches me full time down at Team Agogi. So he puts his time into me. And great, you know, I want to thank him as well. And then I've got some sponsors. I can't remember. MTS Plant Hire at Wakefield. EBN Plumbing. Tim Nugent. He's a good friend of mine. I've got RBR Removals. Ben Spence. He's another good friend of mine who sponsors me and helps me through my fight camps. And that's it, mate.
Nice one. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you down there, mate, and I wish you the very best of luck.
Yep.
Keep up the grind, and and I'll speak to you very soon, my man. Thank you very much for coming on.
Sound.
All right, speak to you later, mate.
Cheers,
see you later, Morgan.
See you later, right.
Top lad, Morgan. I remember speaking to him in the hotel after his last loss, and he was gutted about it. But it's going to be good to see him back. 14th of October, the Prospect Show, Liverpool Olympia. Like I say, hit the local fighters up for the tickets and help them out, give them a payday. And again, tonight at 9:30, the Prospect Show. When I went down filming there, you can see all the full sparring and the workout and everything like that's going to be dropping at 9:30 tonight. So go over and give that a watch. But thanks very much, everyone, for watching. Tomorrow night, I'm back with the Polish Plough, another prospect. That is Bartek Carnaby. And also I might have another one as well in the line. Another one of the prospect lads as well. So brilliant. Thanks very much for joining us, everyone. Big shout out to Robbie Brown in the comments there as well. Always watching with his eyes. Thanks very much, and speak to you all later.
Fight fans joining us and the millions watching around the world.